I mean, there's better days to deactivate from Twitter than on a day like today when it went absolutely mad on the transfer front with Manchester City. Apparently, Alexis Sanchez was going to be swapped for Raheem Sterling to come to Manchester City, and then apparently it was going to be Aguero, and then it was going to be Sanchez with money. I'll get onto that in more detail in a bit, but as you've been noticing, I've been sponsored by the wonderful people at OneFootball this month, so go and download their app. It's in the description below, and you got all your transfer news. They were actually keeping me up to date today with all the outgoings and all the news about Manchester City during my Twitter deactivation. I just wanted to get some work done, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to cut Twitter out. And it actually kept buzzing away telling me about all the stuff, so go and download that because it's really good and it's in the description below. But let's get on to the actual transfer target. And Raheem Sterling and Alexis Sanchez. This is a weird story. It broke by John Crofts from the Mirror today. And apparently, City were willing to offer Raheem Sterling in exchange for Alexis Sanchez to help them secure the title. And my initial reaction was, what the fuck was all that about? That is absolutely mad. Raheem Sterling is 22 years old, nearly 23, coming into his prime potentially, several years younger and arguably more valuable given his homegrown status, given the fact that he's English as well, given the fact that he's younger and he has the same potential limit, arguably. And Raheem Sterling isn't approaching 30. He isn't on a free transfer next year. It just seemed absolutely crazy. And then it kept taking more and more twists. Apparently, then they wanted Aguero in the swap for Sanchez, which is just laughable. That was never going to happen. And now it seems that it came from Arsenal's side. And then they were asking, actually, to give us Sanchez and a bit of money for Sterling, because obviously they need a replacement. And now it's looking like it's going to be around to 65 to 75 million, according to various sources online, for Sanchez. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. Apparently he's already agreed a contract with Manchester City in terms of being about 275k a week, which is a lot. It looks very much likely either way that he's going to be a Manchester City player. I think after Arsenal's abysmal, and it was truly abysmal performance at the weekend against Liverpool, the writing was on the wall for Sanchez. I think Wenger and Arsenal backed themselves into a corner, being incredibly naive with their behaviour. We've already seen them backing down on Oxlade-Chamberlain. He looks like he's going to Chelsea when they said, oh, we won't sell him, but it looks like he's going there now. And it looks like they're going to do the same with Sanchez. It just boggles the mind how they do this every year and why they continue to put up this facade and not just get him sold early on and then plan your transfer business. As it looks like it's going to be a Manchester City player. Rightfully so, in my opinion. We're not interested in a cash-push player deal. We want to keep our two main assets, two of our strongest attacking assets in Sterling and Aguero, and not kind of strengthen a rival at the same time, while also taking their best player. I'm totally happy with this. It's probably overpriced. He probably is. But I understand Pep's lust for Alexis Sanchez, given the fact that he brings goals, given the fact that he brings work rate. Well, not based on the weekend, but I'm sure once he's here and happy, he'll bring his two dogs to Manchester. Everyone will be happy, and he'll be scoring goals basically. And I think it'll be a good transfer, if a little bit overpriced. I won't be complaining personally because he's Alexis Sanchez. He's a warrior, a fighter. Maybe we've not had that attitude and that determination since we lost Carl Tevez. And having someone with that same will to win would definitely make us stronger in the title challenge. And obviously he can score goals, which is something we have been lacking recently. He is absolutely desperate to leave Arsenal, according to the press. Apparently he's already asked the Chilean national team if he can take leave to sort out the transfer, and it looks like that request will be granted. He's going to be a Manchester City player. It's been a mad 24 hours, but the first time I saw this news this morning, it made me think this is going to happen. He's going to be a Manchester City player, because it seemed so ridiculous that it struck me as Arsenal actually trying to get something in return, because they've already accepted that the writing's on the wall regarding Sanchez's future. It's a good thing. I think he's going to be a Manchester City player. I think we'll know before Thursday. Fingers crossed. Let me know what you think in the comments about that one. And obviously on to Jonny Evans. We're now competing with Leicester. Apparently there's some rumours about Arsenal coming in. It looks likely that will get done too. I'm still very much nonplussed by this transfer. I'm still very much of the impression that he's just very average and we should be aiming higher than Jonny Evans, the Belfast Baresi, as someone called him quite sarcastically on Blooming Forum. But I think we should be doing better than him. But if he comes in, I guess it's another alright centre-back. I want a world-class centre-back, someone like your Virgil van Dijk, who's potentially at the very top of the game. But Jonny Evans, I think it seems very obvious that we're going to get him around 30 million, which the money he's gone absolutely mad. I found it weird that I was agreeing with Roy Keane today. Roy Keane came out and said the money that players go for is absolutely ridiculous on too many average players. He was probably talking about Jonny Evans there too, if we're being totally honest. There was also some rumours that Delph was apparently involved in the Sanchez talk with Arsenal, but that seemed very far-fetched. It looks likely he might end up going to Stoke after all. One thing is for certain is that Delph obviously doesn't have a long-term future at Manchester City. Leicester were once again linked. I think they're just throwing these names names into the hat now. I fully suspect he'll go on loan somewhere before transfer window shuts. I don't think he'll be a permanent transfer. I don't think he'll play many games this season. He's a likeable lad, a very funny man, and it seems to be a good player, but he does need to move somewhere now to get regular games, especially with Gundogan coming back, especially with the emergence of someone like Foden. I know the different positions, kinda, but I think Pep would rather put time into development of someone like him as a midfield slot than Fabian Delph. If he goes, I wish him good luck. And I think that one's definitely going to happen. To who? Maybe not sure, but Stoke seems to be the one at the forefront there at the moment. And obviously as well, there was a loan move for Patrick Roberts to Celtic. That one disappointed me. I don't blame you for going to Celtic. It's a great club with great fans, a great atmosphere, great heritage. But to me, the problem I had with that is it basically ends his career at Manchester City as far as I'm concerned. I'm of the opinion that Manchester City see playing at Celtic not enough as proof of his ability to go straight into the Manchester City first team. Whether you agree with that or not, I don't really care. I'm not arguing about that at all. I really am not. I'm saying I think that's what City's opinion is. I probably don't agree with that, but I think that's what City believe. And as it is, if he wasn't good enough to get in City's squad after 18 months at Celtic, why would another 12 months in the SPL all of a sudden change that? I don't think City want that from him. I think they wanted him to go to Girona, but he didn't want to go there, and I don't really blame him. I kind of do and don't at the same time. I wish he had gone there, but I understand the appeal of going back to Celtic. But for his Manchester City career's sake, I think he probably should have gone to Girona. I think now he basically is another move away, at least another 24 months away from being involved in City squad, another loan after Celtic. And I don't think that'll happen. I think we'll sell him before then, which is a shame. I'm sure he'll do very well there. He seems to be loved. He seems to have a great friendship with Kieran Tierney, and the Scottish fans, the Celtic fans, sorry, in particular, seem to love him. And I wish him all the best. Hopefully he'll go over there and win Player of the Season in the SPL, and I would not put that past him at all. But I personally think it's probably the end of his career as a Manchester City player, which is a shame. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. What do you make of all the crazy rumours that came out of Manchester City Football Club today? Just another day and another day in the transfer window. Another step towards madness. I'm hoping this window shuts pretty soon so we can concentrate on the actual football. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the rumours. Get downloading the OneFootball app. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like on the video. And I will see you probably for deadline day.